grateful that Asbury United Methodist has provided this space for us tonight. And I'm so glad to see members in the audience who include my neighbors from Westwood Hills, as well as other interested parties from the 7th Kansas Senate District. I'm Paula Schwach. I'm the current president of the League of Women Voters. I'm also president pro tem of the nonpartisan City Council of Westwood Hills, Kansas, the most beautiful little city in Kansas City. Of course, we also think Prairie Village has a lot to offer. Speaking of having things to offer, you know that the League of Women Voters, in existence since the 1920s and instrumental in the fight to bring the vote to women, works every day in this community to educate voters. We believe strongly in the right to vote. We have worked to protect that right this year across the country. And we are so glad that you would take time out of what we know are busy lives and schedules on this kind of blustery day to invest some time in educating yourself so that when you fill out your ballot, whether that's at a polling place or as an advance ballot by mail, that when you do so, you can feel that you made an educated choice. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want to talk a little bit about the ground rules. You see my two colleagues from the League up front, Mary Kay and Linda. Ms. Stoner. I remembered that last name. I was struggling for the first. And I may have a senior moment or two up here, so if I do, y'all just forgive me. They are going to be keeping time, providing you with note cards that we will pass out, so that if you want to ask an individual question, we will gather those note cards towards the 2/3 mark of the hour, and we'll scan through them quickly to avoid repetition, and then we will ask your question from the podium also. So we invite you to participate in the Q&A, not just sit here as observers. Let me talk just a few seconds then about the rules of the game for tonight, or the process. Each candidate will give a 2-minute introductory comment. Questions will be answered by each candidate in a 90-second time period. We will strive to answer questions from the audience at a later point. I will rotate the questions between the candidates so that if Kay Wolf, who's sitting immediately to my left and is the Republican candidate for the 7th District, if she should take the first question, then the next time Kyle Russell, sitting immediately to her left, and the Democratic candidate for the 7th District Senate seat in Kansas would then take the next first question. With that, and once we have concluded with some audience questions, we will then ask the candidates to conclude with no more than an additional 2-minute closing remark, and we'll call it an evening, hoping to get you and us out of here around 8 o'clock. So that's the big picture game plan.